Hey everybody, welcome to the panel. Join if you want to. First off, smash that like button for me. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And we are gonna get into it. It seems, if you don't know already, Sam's Bar Lounge has revealed or has premiered about 10 hours ago now. The latest, which is chapter 3, showing Nader in a very bad light. So if you haven't seen that, you might want to check it out. But trigger warning, not safe for work type of content. I'll post the link right here. And welcome everybody. I'd appreciate it. Hey, Gemini, Kelly Wade, Diane, Ginger, Val Loves J, Kathy Ann, Maggie S, Richard Powell, Laura, Vanessa McCready, Lynn Smith, Mary J, Jilly Witchy, Melanie Touches Sin, Maggie Later, Annie A, Elvira Vale, Lori, KK's Corner, CM Cakes, hi there, Nancy C, Dynamite, Mrs. Fupa Booty, Jessica Miska, hi there, The House of Hannibal, Richard Powell, Princess Tanya, Lynn Smith, Trad Digital, Southpaw, happy birthday again, Hippista, Blue Eyes, Moisha, and Desiree, hey there. I haven't seen it, so which page is this on? All right, great. That Kaya Simons is okay. Still a lot of people worried about her. Where are you hearing this news? Is it on her page? Also, I checked, and Nader Elshamy's date has not been changed. No new added charges, nothing whatsoever. All right, so yeah, she's good. She posted an hour ago, Kaya Simons, on her community post. So that's good. I'm glad she's okay. If you want to join, join. Hey, Irado. Hey, Laura. Hi, RL. Oh, she also posted in her IG. Okay, that's good that she's fine. All right, we got Natural Ginger. Hey, Natural Ginger, what's up? How are you doing?
Hello, good afternoon. Hi. Am I unmuted? Yes, I am. Hello, everybody. Hi. What a great day, huh?
Yeah, a lot of things happening today, but
Well, at least Kaya's all right, so that's good.
yes, exactly. So, what's there to talk about? A lot. I mean, like, I can't believe he was so bold and brazen to be on a video call with one woman he wants to move to Montreal and rent a house so he can live while abusing another. There's so much to this that I wonder what's going to happen tonight.
Oh, they'll probably say it was an act.
Yeah, probably. We'll have to see why.
I don't
How are
think
they
we'll be
gonna?
able to.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not good. We're not going to be very convinced, are we?
no, no.
It's maybe if he doesn't come on tonight, then I think they're panicking a little. Maybe.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't think he's been arrested. I don't think he will be because of this. I really don't. And I doubt he will lose his YouTube channel, although he should.
Yeah,
Depends whether YouTube are bothered that one of their creators has been caught hitting a woman. But then again, Sam's Bar Lounge might lose their channel for putting it out there.
yeah. Isn't that the messed up thing that your channel trying to expose what's happening to various multiple women, but you're the one who gets yeeted off the platform? How incredible is that? Well, the number one way to get YouTube's attention is bad publicity, bad press. Number one way where they will act very, very fast. So if this gets into the news, then for
That's
sure.
right. Because they were, do you remember Onision and that? And
Yeah.
everything that went on with his channel? But he never actually did anything egregious. Oh, well, apart from attitude. But he never actually did anything egregious. Now, they really dragged their heels about getting rid of him.
Right. And even
Um,
now he's back, I believe,
yeah,
unmonetized.
yes, they did. I think it was. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, but this is different because this is actually violence, but it's not actually part. It wasn't actually a YouTube video
Yeah,
that it was
exactly.
on.
Yeah.
So they're going to. Mm-mm.
But there has been Boelis on a YouTube live stream with him throwing something at her. So there you go. You could back up that there's multiple instances, even on YouTube. There's an instance of him being violent. So there we go. There could be a case made because YouTube really doesn't like bad publicity with people being abused on their platform. They really take it to heart and will remove people and ban them. You cannot come back. So we'll see.
Well, somebody saying in chat, 24 Sweetface says the authorities have already have these videos and gave permission to post them to Jay Corvina. Well, if the police have them and he's not been arrested, then we're really barking up an empty tree. Was that the expression? I don't know. Nothing's going to happen. I don't know. I just hope that they go towards the court case. Maybe not.
Yeah, we shall see.
But I must admit, Chantal is loving this. Even if she doesn't say so, I think she's feeling vindicated and that all her transgressions are somewhat swept under the carpet because she was right about this and it proves she wasn't lying. Well, no, Chantal, you did lie. You lied by omission as well, by not saying what was really going on. And you lied about all sorts of other things. There's more to people being pissed off at her than another situation. But yeah, she's sort of liking it. And she's going to be talking about this for months and months and months now. This is going to be Chantal's content.
Yeah, exactly.
And the new man. I call him Fred.
By Fred.
Because I just thought it sounded cool.
Yeah, like Right Said Fred.
Oh, in bed with Fred.
Yeah, you could do a lot of rhymes with that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so
dead Fred.
That's right. We might see this could be. I know I said it before and I was wrong, but this could be Mr. Foodie Beauty, the beginnings of.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll wait and see
Okay.
whether he asks for money because I know he's a real high flyer, isn't he, with plenty of money and a Tesla.
The
Yeah.
stepmommy arc.
Oh God, I hope not. But yes,
It gets worse, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe Fred doesn't have a sense of smell.
Fred hasn't a nose. He's got no eyes. He's got no ears. he's and I don't know. Maybe he is real. Let's consider that he is real for a while. What the hell is he doing? Let's consider that he is completely made up. Chantal's really lost the plot. Or maybe there is an element of truth there, but all her embellishment is totally made up in her head.
The thing that I've noticed about following Chantal for so long is that she does always end up coming out with a partial truth on things. So when she does hide them or maybe lie about them, fabricate them, then she will come with a partial truth. So it'll be interesting to see. She always tells on herself, basically.
Oh yeah, it's because it's like he's tall, he's really good looking, he's healthy, he's trim, he's broad, he's got a nice nature. He's been hurt before. So he's gentle. He wants to do well. He hasn't had a lover in a long time. He's got plenty of money. It's like, oh,
Oh,
please.
she's talking about the new Thor movie, Love and Thunder.
Oh,
Now,
talking about somebody that's never been born.
Mhm. Hey, need some Z's?
Yeah, I was
I don't
gonna say if this guy exists and he really did tell her all these things and she's buying all of it, wow. How naive is she, you know?
If he starts calling her baby, that's always a red flag, because scams call their marks babies so they don't get the names mixed up.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. Baby, sweetie, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's all, oh, and hello, baby. And they will, I was watching something on YouTube about it a while ago, about this. There's a set thing that they do is like the constant texting, and you're really good and you really deserve a good life, and I've fallen in love with you, and I'm not perfect, and this can go on for ages, and waking you up with texts of inspiration and love, and all these
Yeah.
women are falling for it, like going,
Right.
oh my god, this guy is amazing. Well, everyone else is going, what bloody hell's that?
Can I
But
ask a question? It's weighing on my mind. How do you fix a kitty? Like he was gonna fix it.
Oh.
Like what?
orgasm.
Monty,
Orgasm.
oh my god. That was crazy. What the hell was he talking about?
What is
Excuse
he
me,
Giving
but
her an
fixing?
orgasm. Fixing it.
Really?
It
no,
was
I
But
didn't
he,
wanting.
take it that way. I didn't take
but
it
he
that
also
way.
said it was really wide and large, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
how can you fix something
He
like
was it was a messy job, but he was the real man to do it. You know, he rolled his sleeves up to his elbows and got stuck in. And he
He was
managed to
real
fix it.
serious about
And
it
it was
too. He was
broken.
real serious about fixing it, wasn't he?
he was?
Yeah. I think that's what it meant. That it was a difficult task, and not many men had the stomach for it, but he did it and succeeded
I
with
don't know.
no
I
problem.
imagined him with his little threading, and I don't know. I don't know. He's
He'll
something.
rearrange it. No, I think it was making her orgasm, and multiple and all that bananas.
Well, she said
Uh,
that she's never had anybody make her eyes roll or cross. She said that the
exactly.
other day.
Just give
So
it lots of attention, and have all the tools, all the manly tools to fix this broken pussy. I think that's what he was meaning. I've heard similar things before, but I could be wrong. He could be meaning something completely different, like fixing it as in putting it through a meat grinder. I don't know. But I think it's something to do with making the woman, Chantal, really fall for him and be an amazing lover to gain control over a
Seal
broken
brings up
person.
a good point. Seal in the chat. Is that a reference to female M? I'll just say that because I don't know if I can say it. But
Okay.
where in his culture that's something that happens to some women, sometimes. That's what they can, to
Maybe. But they have
I
to
don't think
split,
I
don't
don't
it?
think he'd done that, but
He
maybe.
has talked about that before.
Yeah, it
FGM.
has.
Yeah, like in the earlier days of his earlier live streams months ago, he was talking about it.
Yeah, because
About the
that's,
M, about the
yeah,
M.
Yeah.
Oh,
FGM, yeah.
mm-mm.
But that's something that you usually have to do and then leave to heal. And then on the wedding night, the man gets his knife out and splits it open. So it's a bit late for that, really, isn't it? Because food isn't exactly a young spring chicken.
I think that.
Oh, we would stitch it back
Wow,
up
do
again
you guys?
afterwards,
Can
maybe.
I say something about Debbie wanting to watch? She really wanted to watch them, huh? Did you guys pick up on that
Yeah.
Yeah, I did pick
statement?
up.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
she was like, "No, I really want to see you guys." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, but
Wow.
It's morbid curiosity. Maybe. Maybe deviant. Watch it. She might be a voyeur. She might be a voyeur to see people pounded or humiliated or get fixed.
I'm just because I just watched the whole video again. Because you know how sometimes you watch a video and you might miss things.
Yeah, you gotta keep watching it.
Give it a couple of tries.
I even feel like I have to watch it again just to like make sure I have the facts down straight. But this was the second time I watched it, and I'm just as much in awe the second time as I was the first. It's crazy. It is so crazy.
He had mad eyes, didn't he? I know at the beginning of
those eyes were like dead at first, then all of a sudden he just kept on really
and they
getting
ramped up because
upset.
It looked like he was really, really stoned, or he'd had a night on the drugs, the uppers, should we say, and this was the day after or the morning after, and he was really like fucked up and tired and can't speak and not really able to say much, not moving much, because I was thinking, gosh, I've never seen Nader that quiet. He should have more of that. But and he was very dead-eyed, but those dead eyes got bigger and they got
black. These are okay. So when somebody gets like really loses it like that, they get like a blackness, evilness to their eye, and he got that.
And they get to see the tops of where the tops of their eye are above on their eyeball. When you're looking at them, if you can see the whites of the eyes above the pupils, that means you can see a whole circular ring of white around someone's eye. To see the tops of somebody's eye in white is usually a sign of, someone who's going to go a bit nutty.
Yeah, there's a certain look before they snap.
Yeah.
So the preview that they posted the other day, is that from a continuation of this night? Is that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so why didn't they just put the whole thing?
Because they're trying to.
They gotta translate as well, right? They gotta what he's saying in English, because of his accent. People want to have the words on the video as well. So I guess it's taking some time.
I hate this like drawn out part of this whole thing.
Like, Monty, I feel like they're also trying to milk it for what it is.
It's bizarre to me. Like, part of me is like really glad, right? Like, I'm really glad that they're putting this out there in hopes that it will make those followers that he has now disappear.
Yes.
But the way that it's going so slowly is, it feels slightly contrived. Like, it feels like it's.
No,
I don't know. It's weird.
They gave the little what was it? The little tiny 11-second thing where we heard what was going on with DeeDee. So he and them and we think that's what we're going to get in the next one. And we get something completely different.
Yeah.
So
they're doing this on purpose. This is planned out. This is totally planned out.
It's disarming
monetizing the trauma. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's making as much money.
Channel? Is Sam's Barland a monetized channel? I don't know.
Foodie's been making money off the trauma for over a year.
I think the channel was kind of slowly creeping, a few views here and there until chapter 1 came out. Then it just exploded. Now
they may be trying to get
a lot of views. Yeah, I would say so, that the channel is going to be monetized any moment now.
Yeah, so that is and I'm not like judging them either way. I'm gonna stay neutral on this because there's a lot of opinions, but I do think that this is planned and they're doing it. They're putting it out as this is intentional, is what I'm saying. They have come up with different parts to this intentionally for views and watch time and possible monetization.
But
Yes,
if I was
thank
doing
you.
it, I wouldn't be putting out stuff that was expected, because then do you see what I mean? Because I wasn't
Well, we were
expecting
expecting
that.
the
I was
yelling.
expecting more of the other one from, the
Yeah, that I don't
preview.
know why they put that preview, but then didn't put. It's just that's why I'm saying it just feels
Because
weird.
that's
Like
the
there's
end.
something weird about it to me. That's the
Because
end,
that
right?
is the main. That's probably like the big explosion. They're not gonna like. They're giving us that little bit so that we'll watch everything else leading up to
Yeah.
it. That's how I feel.
hmm
Of
And we
course, we're
might
gonna
be,
watch.
Ginger,
We're gonna watch regardless because we know they have the tea.
right?
yeah, that's true. Yeah, we
Ginger,
will.
you were talking about the Onision thing, and these two stories are actually quite similar because
Mm.
Onision was grooming young girls, right? And so his thing, yeah, grooming,
And being horrible to
basically.
his mods and
Yeah,
members and audience as well,
and
wasn't he?
yeah, like there's a lot of parallels. And then what Natter's doing, and people are like, why was she videotaping this? Why was he doing it in front of, the camera in front of during a video call? And the only thing that I can say is that's part of his grooming. Like he's showing his dominance. He's showing these women, these, he at least hopefully the women that are talking to Nader are not underage, but it's all very similar. It's the whole grooming thing. It's making them become normalized to his actions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Allegedly, he was allegedly. I heard he was talking to somebody younger. And then also, I'm not saying he was talking to Jennifer's son in any way, but he was talking to him allegedly as well.
Yeah,
I
like
think
someone just said in the chat, like a pimp would do. It's grooming. It's
he's got a type, though, hasn't he? He's got
exactly.
middle-aged women,
It's
younger,
absolutely.
young middle-aged women and middle-aged women and older women. I really, really don't think there's going to be any like 19, 20, 25-year-old girls. I bloody hope not, that want to be involved with him. I hope it's just people more my age, I imagine, or Chantel's
I
age.
kind of feel like
Yeah.
he would actually force himself on Debbie's friend too if she said no. I just got that feeling in the conversation where Debbie was like, "Oh, he didn't want,"
That's
or
when his eyes started going mad, didn't it?
yeah,
When,
like
no, you
I'll
can't. She's my
he'll
friend. You
take
can't
it
fuck
if she
her.
don't want it. He'll take it anyway. That's
Yeah,
the vibe I got.
I'll show her. I will show her. I will. I will fuck her different. That's what he says.
Yeah. He's he's so disgusting. He's just absolutely foul.
So sorry about that chat, but yeah, that's when that started happening. That's when his eyes started opening up, and he was getting that like mad stare, and he was getting, and he started to rock a little bit. I think I'm gonna
Let
watch it again, but I
Let's
don't
It's
talk
want to watch
about
it
him
again.
interesting.
having
So,
access to the mother too, and that's very creepy. And I wouldn't put him past it to sneak in and I don't even want to say, but do horrible things to the mother. So the brother really needs to like alert the nursing home and tell them he's not allowed in there because I feel like he would do something to the mom to get back at DeeDee if he had to.
oh,
I just do.
I agree. I wouldn't put him past doing anything, and I really mean anything. I think when he gets that in his head and he feels threatened, is because she was calling him a coward, wasn't she? And that's when he started really getting angry. He found that really triggering. Excuse me.
It
It
was
was
an
the coward thing.
interesting thing because she was trying to assert her dominance.
She says, "I'm dumb. I'm dumb tonight," didn't she?
Yeah,
Yes,
like
yeah.
it was a weird like she wasn't acting like a sub. So like I said, I don't feel like they have a full-on dom sub relationship. I think they have a switch relationship.
Yeah, that's it. Sh1t is saying, he said to her, "You don't know me." Kept saying that, didn't he? "You don't know me. You don't know." And then it was, "You don't know what I'm capable of." And then he says that, "I eat people. I fix people. I'm the only one to do this, that, and the other. I will take her. I will show you. You will see tomorrow." And all this threats
Mm-hmm.
and
He
what
talked
have
about doing
you.
a live stream and putting her name in the title. I'm curious if he ever did that live stream. The Sh1t.
Yeah, I mean, if you are watching Nader, that's not very aggressive of you. I thought you lived by the sword, died by the sword. Putting someone's name out isn't exactly a king's way of treating people.
Wasn't she doxxed though, like a few months ago?
Like,
Shushu?
yeah, because I don't know. He
Yeah,
might have
she
names.
was,
He might not have.
because I
Yeah.
was on her Facebook and I saw that she had a kid and everything, and a guy was beside her. I guess that was her husband, Yannick.
Oh, Shushu, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think, because I think that he gathers information on people, or he says he gathers information on people. That's why he holds the mods and the followers the power.
Yeah.
Send me nudes. It'll be funny because we're having a flirting relationship online. I don't do it with you, anybody else. It's just you, me, DeeDee, and maybe another one. It's not. I won't, and we've been friends for months, and I've got your back. You've got mine. I die for you, and all this lot. Some people would be comfortable sending nudes, especially if they're comfortable with their own body and they've done it before to other partners. I've never done that, so I don't come from that generation, so I would not be comfortable doing that. But some people are. That's fine. That's fine. And then he's using all that, where you live, what your job is, what your family are, what your family's job is, what you look like, what you like in bed, and all these sorts. Tell me some of your sexual experiences as well. So you can see him having this mental dossier and stuff.
Right.
And then he'll also, of course, elaborate on what he's got as well. "Oh, I know this, this, and this about you. And I know other stuff." And that'll really disarm a few people, thinking, "Oh my God, what else does he know? He's found out about me because he's had a few details that I've freely given to him." It's like real psychological torture to keep people in line.
And
Yeah.
yeah, Chantal did react to it.
Yes.
And it was disgusting. Like, I just feel like, she was acting concerned and acting
Mm-hmm.
like she feels like we want her to, but
Yes.
the moments of glee were
Mm-hmm.
really, really not okay.
Very
Like
present.
all I can say about that is I can't be the only one who saw the
Now,
glee in her face on multiple occasions.
I can say
Like,
something about myself. I can't say anything about Chantal in this sense, but there are times when, and I'm not sticking up for her, but there are times when if I go through uncomfortable situations, my first thing is to laugh or giggle. It's like a
no,
response.
that's not the same thing. Like, I
Yeah.
have that. Like, I laugh at the most inappropriate shit. See, like, I can't help it. I just do it all the time. It's part of my BPD. But what she was doing, like with her words, the things she was saying, like,
Yeah, that's the thing
it's, I
that
don't
and
want to,
I do
like,
get that.
I'm not trying to be mean about it, but I feel like she should have said nothing or kept it to a minimum.
That was never going to
Made a statement on it and let it go, because at first it felt like, she was genuinely kind of like, wow, okay, I'm validated, like, okay, now you guys see that, the stories match up. But then she just kept going and
Yeah.
going
Well, I
and
saw
going,
her
and
go
it's
from,
reveling in it. She's
yeah,
reveling
she
in
was
it.
gloating, wasn't she? She was,
Yes.
Yes.
at first she
Yes.
was like saying, "Oh, well, they're both pieces of shit." That's how she always refers to them both, and really going in for them, saying that she wasn't bothered about what was happening to DeeDee. She was more happier that she'd been vindicated, should we say.
Yeah.
Then she was going, oh, and as more of it came out, she's going, oh, I'm beginning to worry now for DeeDee. Then she went back to saying she's not bothered about DeeDee.
Yes.
She didn't know what she was
went
bothered
back
about.
and
Then she
forth
was
too
saying she
many
was
times.
going to unblock. She was going to unblock Nader so her and him can get together and work against Jennifer Corvina, which I found very strange thing to say. I don't know why she said that. And now she's looking in the camera going, DeeDee, you must leave him. So I really actually I don't know what her stance is at the last time. There's just been so many different ways of reacting. But you're right about the gloating hot ass. She was sat there sort of a bit smiley. And when Pete came in, her face changed to look glum. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Pretending she was more sad than she really was.
But then she was giddy at the end of it. Like it just
because she can't hide it, can she? But so she's always trying to misdirect Pete, always trying to make him think she's not feeling how she's really feeling. She's always trying to hoodwink him in some way. We can see it. We can see you change on camera, Sh1t. We can see your attitude change. So I don't know.
I'm also worried about the mom too, because what if he's planning on staying with DeeDee and thought there was an inheritance to be had, and that would be in his favor. That's scary stuff too.
Well, hopefully the brother, well, I don't know. I don't know.
Kind of depends on who's the executor of the will.
It's DeeDee says she is. She's got power of attorney.
Yeah.
For her mother. She said that, but can you believe her? I don't know. A lot of information has been given out, and you think, well, we cannot be 100% sure about that. Like I said before, this could all be a massive ruse, but I don't think it is. My spidey sense is saying, no, what happened is real.
I'm sure it happened.
Yeah.
I believe that he is the person he is and has been from the beginning. I've always said that. It's just, with Sh1t coming out with certain details and how she presents them makes them somewhat of a mockery at times. But I've never not believed that he was capable of these things.
I think DeeDee has introduced him to her mother because she thinks she's in a secure situation with him because he is what she knows. She's been like that before. And even though he's even though he's the protagonist in this situation, she can handle it, and she's invited him into the house. So she probably feels safe that he wouldn't do anything to her mum, because Nader's got some nice points and he's very caring about the ones he loves. But that's showing us not, is it? He's not really.
All right, we got Marvin in the back. Marvin, you mind showing me your camera for like a couple seconds, then turn it off? All right, we got Marvin. All right, I'll add you right now, Marvin.
So there's all these different possibilities. I don't know. It's a lot, but I think we'll just have to wait until they go live again and see what bullshit they try and pull.
Yeah,
Hi, Marvin.
the strangest thing though was that April 2nd was the fight. April 3rd, he's gonna go see her mom. It's like so weird.
Right. Like really,
Scary.
It is.
Maybe this is the type of people that argue and then get over it quickly and then just move on without holding massive grudges, or you have an argument and then you just let it go. Some people carry it on.
I see you, Jessica. Turn off your cam now. I'll add you as well. Yeah, I think you have a point, Natural Ginger, but it's just so weird to me for people to actually be, just You literally just slapped that
But
her
she could,
daughters in the
we
face.
don't know. We don't know the whole situation because she could abuse him back. Like
Mm-hmm.
I know couples like that. They'll beat the shit out of each other like it's stupid.
That's
And
it's
I'm
happened
not saying
before.
that's what it is. I'm just saying that there is a possibility that she really kind of is okay with it because it means she can get away with other shit. You know what I'm saying?
That slap was
Yeah.
small potatoes, really, into what he really has done.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Oh yeah. Well, according to that video, it's going to get a lot worse. So I don't know. It's
I've been
yeah.
excuse me, sorry. Hi everyone.
Hi, Marvin.
Hi, Marvin.
Hey. I've been wanting to say some comments about this whole situation ever since it started. So just as far as I'm just happy, there's a part of me inside that's happy that Jennifer has found a way to shut him up and to bring his ego and his bravado down, and it's visible on camera. So I don't know if you guys remember a few days ago in the stream where him and DeeDee were attacking Jennifer's son, and they were talking all this mad stuff. But then when the few when Jennifer released that preview, the I don't know, it was like 30-second preview, they came back and they were just sitting there. Oh, we're just playing cards. Oh, nothing to see here, folks. He finally shut them up. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but whenever drama goes down with his mods, there's always a pattern, right? So something will happen, I don't know, behind the scenes, and then one of the mods will either post a community tab post or something on Kiwi Farms or a reaction channel. Well, one of the mods will go rogue. Once Nader finds out about this, he'll go, and then he goes on live stream and he threatens them. Oh, you better be careful. I have video of you. I have recording. I have all this stuff your husband doesn't want to see, right? But the thing that's different in this scenario is that Jennifer came and pimp slapped him first. And like a good little biatch, he took it and sat down. And I love seeing that.
Yeah. It was slightly satisfying. Hello?
Hello.
Oh,
You're still here?
I'm like, did my mic just cut out or what happened? Oh, yeah, no, that was totally satisfying. Like watching them just shut off and then come back and be all nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know how they're even going to possibly come back from this. I have several questions in my head, like, has someone shown this this video to DeeDee's family, to her brother? Seems like she's very close with her brother. I can't imagine how a sibling would react, to seeing that. I even left a comment, like, I'm curious to see how many views that video has gotten in Egypt. I wonder if it's spread over there too. Like, I'm curious about all these things.
I'm
That's
curious
very
if
true.
this is all going to start going to like some bigger news sources. Like, because it's getting really wonky. So
BuzzFeed or TMZ.
Something like, or even like Young Turks or something. Like there could be any of the like online news sources. That's what it's about to happen. If they're going to keep releasing these videos so slowly, it's going to happen.
It's definitely going to blow up. It's only a matter of time. People are going to grab this story. This is online, real-time Netflix documentary stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think that Foodie realizes that once it does, how bad it's going to be bad for her.
Oh God, not Foodie on Netflix. Oh, she'd be insufferable. Oh.
Can I volunteer to play Monty in the Netflix series?
You got to put on the wedding dress.
All right.
I don't know. That's what it feels like. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
It's weird,
it's only a matter of time, and I've been thinking that for a real long time now. Like, eventually, this is going to end up as a huge, like, some kind of docu-series somewhere, because how can it not? This is unreal. Like,
Well,
I
Monty
feel
will
like,
be Monty will know for sure once they start calling him for interviews.
Or we need to
right?
get Edwin's thingy. You know Edwin.
Edwin's generation?
That's it, yeah. He'd be interested in that. Maybe.
Actually, you know what? He might be. He does live streams all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
does like, or I don't know. I don't know if I want them to. Like, I don't know. It's just so, yeah, like you said, like Foodie's gonna
I don't
think
want them
she's
to
a
get that much
star.
attention, airplay and attention though, because that'll feed into their narcissism. I want to them just
But
to
I'm
be
saying
done.
if they're gonna look at the whole story, they're gonna look at the whole story.
Yes.
They're gonna look at the fact
Yeah.
that she has been from day one talking about how, you know, horrible this guy is, and
Mm-hmm. She's
I
going
don't
to be.
know.
She's
Like,
always
I don't think
wanted
she
to be.
realizes it's gonna be bad on her.
Yeah,
She's
all the
always
reaction
wanted to be
channels and
famous.
things.
She's gonna be infamous now. She always wanted to be famous, but she's gonna be infamous now.
I think
Natasha, Steve
Who's going
Buscemi
to
as
play
Nader is
Foodie?
perfect.
We've got,
I can do an amazing
it'll have to be
Monty.
an animatronic Foodie because there isn't anybody else like her.
I can do an amazing Monty.
Can you?
Yeah, I got it. Hold on, I gotta get real close and say, hello everyone, good evening, and welcome to Monty After Dark. Today
That's
we are
quite
going to watch Foodie Beauty stuff her face for the 9,000th time.
That's
Chat is
pretty good.
open. Make sure
There
you hit
she
like,
goes.
everybody, and we'll go through this again. And hopefully, maybe we'll get Pete's to come on and tell us about his ponies. I don't know. But we'll see what's
That
going on.
is so good.
Okay, you get the part. Yes. Who will play Pete's? Maybe he could play himself, you know. One of these actors.
Jack Black.
Just go
Yeah.
by one name. Pete's.
Jack Black has that beer gut like Pete's does.
You need somebody with absolutely zero personality, though. Just rage.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
So, S-Jam
Hi.
will be... S-Jam can play Foodie.
Oh, that was another thing that's been weighing on my chest.
Oh my god.
What?
Cookie.
I was just gonna say this thing about Foodie and how she had her temper tantrum the other day about how people we're not taking her story seriously, and how
But that's the problem. Like,
yeah. But my thing with that is, like, she seems to have like a terrible memory, because the very, very, very first time she came out, she absolutely got the support from I remember, I won't mention the reaction channel's name, but I remember even her biggest critics that day, the next day, were saying, you know what, guys, I've got no reason to believe it's not true. Even her biggest critics were on her side. But then she cried wolf 1,000 times. So now when she tells these stories, it's just like, how can we believe it? Because she's cried wolf so many times.
The problem is that it's not that we don't believe her, it's that she's
Makes
doing
a mockery.
it. Yeah,
we'll see what in chat said. Stephanie says, we took it seriously. She didn't take it seriously.
You
and
know,
now she,
How many times everyone has been telling her for over a year to get away from this guy? Pete's after the very first date, you know, get rid of that guy. Don't ever see him again. You know, so it's not that we don't believe you. It's that everyone's so frustrated that you didn't do something. You know, you didn't change the situation at any point. And still, 2 weeks ago, you still wanted him. And if he was to leave DeeDee today, if she was to actually kick him out, guaranteed Foodie would go and get him an apartment.
Yep.
Like, I have no doubt. And that's the problem. And she, in her head, she wants us to treat her like, with everyone, treats May with kid gloves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because May is just this person on the side who's not trying to, do all this. And if she would shut up about it, then maybe people would treat her that way. But if she is talking about it ad nauseum over and over and over and over again, like, I just, it baffles me. Like, talking about the things that happened to me in my past is impossible. So to imagine sitting there day after day after day,
Mm-hmm.
repeating it over and over, like,
It's mental illness, isn't it?
it's mental illness. Because if everything, you really disliked everything, and I'm just saying that you couldn't do this.
We
Like,
all
it's a
became
problem.
Maybe DeeDee and Nader should actually decide to do a fake split up and
They
see whether
should.
Sh1t takes the bait.
I'm
'Cause
sure they should. That would be drama for them, but you guaranteed she'll get him a place.
we all
Yeah.
became desensitized during this process with how many times she came on day after day, hour after hour, talking about it continuously nonstop. She actually, like, I feel like we have become desensitized to the things that she was saying because it was a constant up and down roller coaster of events. It was like whiplash. And I have made multiple comments in her lives about, you need to get away from Nader. He's no good. He's dangerous. He's this. He's that. Upon everybody else making those comments and trying to tell her to get away. So she ignored everything she wanted to ignore, and she chose to keep going back. And even like Hot Ass said 2 weeks ago, or a little over 2 weeks ago now, she rented a hotel room and tried to persuade him to come, and he said no.
She
So
spent thousands of dollars on a weekend trying to get him to come and see her. Thousands. Not like that's part of the problem, is she literally spent thousands of dollars, over $2,000 on that trip, correct? Like,
Yeah. And
yeah,
she did. She
all
spent,
just to get him. That was what it was all about. It was
and you know
all
what?
about that.
It's kind of sick and predatory because she tried to swoop in and be hero when he was at a low moment because he had court the
Right.
next morning. So
Exactly.
that was very, I caught it. To me, that was very predatory behavior. And
mhm.
Skinny and Hot Ass, you bring up, that's so funny. Just saying your Skinny, these are my two friends over here, Skinny and Hot Ass. Say hello to them. But you guys bring up a good point though, because she can come online and she can say the same story over and over and over again. But her entire audience, we've all been yelling her and pleading with her, please don't come online and tell us this. Go speak to a professional about this. Just tell them the
Right.
story once so they can help you, you know? Don't come
She's so,
online and that's how
yeah.
we become desensitized to it.
She's so entrenched that she was right because she knew him and we didn't. She knew the real him.
But she
When
Mhm.
keeps
there's
saying that
actually,
even now. She's like,
I
well, you don't
know.
understand our relationship. It's like, literally, you have told us every single detail and aspect of your
Mhm.
relationship. There is literally nothing that we don't understand. Like,
And she's
we have
forgotten what
been
she
telling
told
you
us.
for
We've
so
remembered.
long.
Yeah,
Let
that's
me say
right.
this. She said she knew him like nobody else did. So when she says that, you better believe her. She knows more than we all know, and she knew all this crap was going on.
Do
Oh,
you
yeah.
know why she's
I'm
saying
sure
that
she knew
though?
all about this whole thing with DeeDee.
Do you know why
Like,
she says that though? Because he has turned around to her as part of the big gaslight, going, not the gaslight, the love bombing. I'm telling you these things. keeping just this is me and you. This is me being real with you. I'm telling you my deep, dark secrets. I haven't told
Right.
anybody these, whether it's truths, half truths, total lies, or real events. He's told her all this, and she's been all glamoured by, oh, Nader, and then he's fucking her to death, and she's thinking, oh, he's really passionate. You know, it's violence and aggression during sex, Chantal. It's not passion, it's violence and aggression during sex. But she can't equate the two
Exactly.
because he's probably kissed her a few times and told her a few secrets, and
Well,
she's fallen for it, hook, line, and sinker.
it's
And
the
then
whole
we're going
thing with the guy
take
that
it back
beats the
to
shit
us.
out of his girlfriend, but then he, you know, hugs her and kisses her and gives her all the love bombing in the world. That's what they do. You know, that's what abusers do. And then they're super nice the next day. But the problem is she doesn't see it that way.
Yeah,
She
he's
sees,
trauma dumped on her, whether he's had trauma
yeah.
or not. He's probably made up whatever trauma or embellished on it or told her lies about going to prison. It was because he was kidnapped. No, it wasn't. It's because you attacked two people where you flipped out and stabbed two people, Nader. It wasn't because you were being kidnapped at all. But she believed that, you see, because he had a lot there that was true, and so the semi-truth or the most of the truth backs up the lie bit, and she's as dumb as rocks and can't see it. Plus, she's glamoured by this hot man who totally likes her, or so she thought. Yeah. But then again, he wasn't that nice to her, was he?
He was never nice to her. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
so, I mean, I'm sure that there was these behind the scenes moments where he was so freaking nice to her. Like, I
Right.
believe that. But the problem is those weren't real,
Yeah.
you know, or you don't get to just look at the good and pretend all the bad doesn't exist. Like, I don't
Because
know.
just think,
I just
She
don't
was
understand how a person could have put up with him from day one.
well, she's been saying, hasn't she? She's still been saying in the last few days, oh, he told me he wasn't sleeping with her. He lied to you, Chantal. She swore on her mother's life. She lied to you, Chantal. He wanted
And
to
she's
move
still
in with me and
talking to
start a
him.
family and start a life together. He was lying to you, Chantal. This proof that you were together in a relationship and he wanted to be with you. He was lying to you. He was
Yeah,
lying
all
to
their
you.
text messages were so cold. Like, I don't know, whatever. Like, she believed it. She did. I don't know if she even didn't believe it. Like, I think that she likes
believed it.
drama. I think she wanted to keep the drama going at whatever cost.
I think
you know,
maybe that, but number one priority was keeping hold of this person that was giving her
oh
all this
yeah.
attention. That's
it
it.
wasn't good
And
from day
then
one.
seeing things in it, and then when he treats her bad and then rewards that bad treatment with making up with her and having sex with her and letting her back in his house. She so desperately wanted. She held on to every little breadcrumb he dropped, and over time, he gave her less and less. But she was addicted then, and she was going for it more and more and more. And she was exactly where he wanted her to be. The only problem was she couldn't keep her mouth shut.
It
Right.
wasn't good from day one. It was not good from day. He told her. I remember her coming on live sharing some of the things that he had said to her and what he was about. And there was red flags from day one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there
100%.
was. There was, yeah.
Yep, and she also, in my opinion, she conditioned her beezers and also the viewing audience, because when she's mad at Nader, and you say something bad about Nader, she supports you and she'll mention
Mm-hmm.
your comment. But 48 hours later, right, when she's in love with Nader again, you make that exact same comment in her chat and you will get blocked.
Right.
And you'll be accused of starting drama or being a hater for making the
She was
exact
abusive
same
to her.
comment. So she's conditioned her beezers to not either express too much about Nader one way or another, because they don't know if she's going to turn around and go back to him, and then you're going to be accused of not being a true and loyal beezer.
Yeah, and she
She
wasn't
conditioned
conscious
them.
she was doing that either. The conditioning, like you said, Marvin, the conditioning of the bees to react properly or not react at all. She
Mm-hmm.
She didn't plan that out. That is all part of her psychopathy, should we say, her mental illness, should we say? That's what she's like. And anyway, in any sort of a life, she's like that with a mum, I bet, and a sister, and Pete, and the people at work, and boyfriends throughout the past. She's had this all or nothing, changing her mind. She says she doesn't like, she changes her mind. She's not been planning that out. That's just the way she is. And it's really
Yeah,
fucked up. And you're
she
right,
did.
Skinny Queen, about the red flags being there right at the beginning. I mean, I remember the day after the first time she went with him, she says, oh, she'd slept with him, they're taking drugs. Everybody was giving red flags in the chat, in her chat.
And really, that's one of the things that drive me the most insane is every time she talks about, well, the very first day we met, he was telling me how he never cheats and he's this person and that person. I'm like, he was high on cocaine and methamphetamine.
And he was
like,
lying to
you
her.
guys were doing drugs together. Of course, he was telling you all kinds of yummy goodness. Like, what?
And because she's a mark that he's thought, oh, this is going to be easy. He's done it before. He knows exactly what to say, what not to say to reel somebody like Chantal. And she fell for it. We were all going, that's a really odd thing to say to somebody. Chantal, be careful. But she was like going, it's okay, but not. So as soon as she went back, he was giving it to her again, and she was like, oh, this is fantastic, and he must really like me. He really likes me. She was saying for months, wasn't it? I think he really deep down loves me.
Oh, she still does.
Screaming, going, did she say that? Did she say that recently?
I think so. Within the last couple weeks.
Or he must have loved me at some point. No, Chantal, he didn't.
But she's still talking to him. She said like yesterday or something, whenever she talked to him after the second video came out, because he said that it was all fake and not to believe it. So she's still talking to him right now. So all of this, everything she's been saying for the last week means nothing because she's still talking to him. That's why it's just ridiculous.
And she'll
but it's frustrating.
And she'll fall for it all over again with Nader if she gets the opportunity, and she will fall for it all over again with these guys. Her spidey senses weren't out when she met that Turkish guy, and then after the first time of seeing her, he wanted money.
Okay.
She should have felt that straight away, shouldn't she?
Have you watched the Catfished YouTube channel? Hold on, I got cotton mouth from hell. There is a YouTube channel everyone needs to watch. It's called Catfished, and it's real stories of women who have been catfished.
Yep.
Most are women in their series. Okay. Now, what I've been saying for weeks is every guy that she's been talking to, supposedly, is a story from Catfished. Like, it's driving me crazy at this point because it's like, I've watched all the episodes, and so she's talking like, I'm like, I've seen that episode.
Have you seen that YouTube channel where there's that young lad that pretends to be a woman and snares all these scam people in? I can't think of the YouTube channel called, and it's getting rid of all these scammers that are in Sudan. These young lads that are in Sudan.
I watch Kit Boga. Kit Boga does talks to the scammers for hours and hours and wastes all their time. I don't know. There's a bunch of them that do it.
Yeah.
And he uses a voice changer.
I can't remember what he does now.
Kit Boga. I think it's Kit Boga you're talking about. I love him. He's awesome.
And that's where I've been, because yes, people are agreeing with you. The romance scams, that's the one.
Yeah, but watch. Oh, okay. Yeah, watch. If you guys haven't seen it, go to the Catfished. It's Catfished or Scamfish. But I think the YouTube channel is called catfished, and they have like a whole website to help women that are in these situations.
Yeah. And
So,
it happens a hell of a lot.
And that's scamfish.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, every one of these guys she's describing, and their stories are literally all from that YouTube channel. I'm not kidding. And she has talked about watching that YouTube channel. So I know that she's getting ideas for these guys from that channel. It's just crazy to me, but it's true. If you watch that, you'll know. You'll be like, oh, wow.
Well, that's why when she says that this guy's really rich and he's working abroad and he's coming over here and he looks after his family and he's got kids, I'm going, that sounds like a total scam. That it just sounds exactly the sort of thing that women are told by these guys in Africa, in the all over the place. They really are all over the place, not just in Africa.
Yeah, they're all over.
In India or in places like that. So it follows a pattern, because they all follow a pattern, and they've got about 6 or 7 women going at once, all sending them money, and it's very interesting. It's very, very scary how duplicitous some people are when it comes to feelings and money.
Yeah,
scam beta as well. Ivana's saying, yeah.
So this live has
I
been
need to watch that one.
Has been very eye-opening to me, because I so I guess I'm listening to everyone talk, and I'm also looking at the chat, and I realize a lot of people have been watching these types of videos. And so Google or YouTube or whatever constantly recommends these types of videos to me, and I'm always like, not interested. And I used to think in my head, like, why do you keep showing me this? Like, I don't want to watch this, you know? Like, I'm not interested in the scam stories and stuff. But every so often it'll just creep in again in my recommendations, and now I understand it because I'm a part of a larger group that watches those types of videos. So I see you, Google. I see you.
Yeah. They're very entertaining, and it helps you in life. I think everything is, if your entertainment can teach you something, then it's good entertainment.
Well, I'm difficult to shock, and I think probably you are as well, Hot Ass. But
definitely.
Some of the stories on that, I don't know how I found it. It was probably just in my algorithm too, Marvin. And I went down I watched one, and then I watched another, and I was genuinely shocked, because there are a lot of broken hearts, and it's not just women as well. There are men.
No, the men usually keep it to themselves, like they they don't want to be telling the world that they got ripped off, unfortunately.
Yes, Gilly Witchy. I keep getting narc videos too. I keep getting narc video recommendations.
Don't watch them.
I don't.
Trust me, I don't.
See, they know what we're watching, you guys. So they're just helping us out.
Yes.
But don't watch the narc videos. The BPD ones are good. Hey,
Hi,
Yuri.
everyone.
Hey, Yuri, what's up?
Hi, Yuri.
Oh, lacking sleep from last night's shenanigans.
Oh, did you ever
How's
release
everyone?
part 2 of your foodie beauty stuff?
No, I'm still editing it, but now I'm kind of looking, because I have 48 minutes of footage. And now after the recent developments, I'm like, I'm going to have to change some stuff on this, because it's a problem, right? The story keeps changing, and
but that's the point.
It'll come out.
If you're doing it chronologically, that's what people need to see.
This one's taking a bit of a different twist. I don't want to ruin it for people, so I'm gonna. Yeah, it'll be out soon. I'm in the middle of just delayed. Literally, tonight's the last night in my house. We're moving across state.
You mean tonight's the last night?
It'll be out soon. Yeah,
You're moving
tonight
tomorrow?
I have to. The truck has to be loaded and out.
Oh wow!
Tonight
So
at
you're
midnight.
busy then. Yeah,
Yeah. I've been, just took a little break to hop on here and chat with y'all.
I see.
So, what are your feelings on everything of the last 24 hours?
Oof. Oof. All right. Well, okay. So I listened to what was released in Sam's Bar Lounge. And I mean, we know Natter's a monster, a piece of crap human being. That's blatant, that's obvious, but now we just have more evidence to back that further. What he did to DeeDee was disgusting. But then that's where I get torn, right? Because we have both DeeDee and Foodie who have both made the same mistake, which is to continue to cover up for him. Both of them are doing it equally. I see a lot of people going back and forth like, well, Foodie's worse or DeeDee's worse. It's like, no, you know what? They're both on the same plane.
Right.
Both of them. Because both of them are with someone who abuses them. Granted, victim and all that, it takes a while to leave. I know this. My sister was in a 15-year abusive relationship, so I understand that. But we have two women who have publicly spoken out and defended him against other things that they shouldn't be defending and covering up for him.
Right.
So I'm lacking on the empathy department, if that makes any sense. And that's not saying that I don't care. It's just I'm a little torn feelings wise when it comes to that. Hello?
Yes, I sort of get what you're coming from, because I sort of suspect, we all know that Nader's horrible. I sort of suspected there was something nasty going on with him and DeeDee and other people. So this isn't a shock to me. It's just a confirmation of what we all thought anyway.
Right.
I'm not like shocked and stunned and horrified. I am just
See, that's what she did.
It
Is
was
she created
expected.
an apathy.
Yeah,
She
I'm
created an
desensitized.
apathy in all of us towards her and the situation, because it was like we know all this already. Like, we're just like apathetic
Right.
at this point, and that's sad. But
You know,
it's true.
You know how that's the thing is that you as a human, like, we can all see that we've been screaming it. This guy's a piece of
Right.
crap. Everybody get away from him. In my opinion, I do not speak for everyone else. He needs deplatform immediately.
Oh yeah.
And then the other thing that I question also is this happened April Fools. April. We're in July, heading into August. Why are we releasing this footage now?
Right.
And why did we not directly release it to, I don't know, there's a few options that it could have gone this way, right? It could have gone
Spite
to the Crown. It could have gone to the police. Hell, as much as I dislike her, it could have actually gone to Foodie herself to be like, hey, warning, they're playing games with you. They're using your mental health to try to drop charges.
Mm-hmm. That's
That's
true.
what I'm
I thought
saying.
that. So it's. But apparently, the police have got it now. I don't know. That was just what I've been told. I have no confirmation of that. But you're right. This is April. It's like, excuse me, what's
And this at the back end of what we know, Nader's screaming at one of the moderators, going to leave her name out of it because I'm, oh, you just wanted me, and I have DeeDee. It's a little sus. The timing of it all is a little sus. It should have come out sooner when they saw every reaction channel sitting here till we're blue in the face saying this guy is dangerous and you're feeding him to new victims. He's on a platform recruiting new victims. He needs off the platform. And people then want to turn it and say, well, the reaction shouldn't cover it. If no one covers it and brings awareness to the situation, he gets away with it even more. And then next thing you know, you blink your eye and he's at 100,000 subscribers. And guess what happens then? Even more difficult to get him off his platform.
Well,
because YouTube only looks at dollar signs.
Yeah. The only answer I think I've got, my guess is this person, we'll say Jennifer, who had these, probably thought that it would not happen to her, and Nader would be different with her. So all this bad shit was going on between him and other women was just proof that it's him and her that should be together, and being with the other women wasn't going to work out.
Right. That's what I was saying. It was the grooming part of it.
Yeah.
She was being groomed. That's why she was maybe covering her ass. Like, I don't know why she's doing this. Yeah, like Foodie. She's literally she was being groomed. That's why he let her watch all that. Because he's normalizing everything, showing her how special she is. It's grooming.
Yeah. It's the grooming process. It's the honeymoon phase. It's the, I know it. I've seen it in real life. I saw it happen. I screamed at my sister till I was blue in the face for her to get away from the man that almost murdered her, literally almost murdered her. Okay. And I get that. I do. But what my sister and other victims didn't have were thousands of people sitting there and saying,
right,
hey, red flag, this is a monster. Foodie and DeeDee had that.
Like I said,
and other victims didn't.
Pete's told her after the very first date, you need to not talk to this guy again. Like, every person in her life was saying, hey, this isn't good. Hey, this isn't normal. Like, no one has that kind of audience to tell you, look, we see the red flags. Maybe, change your actions. But no.
Jennifer's people as well were telling her that. But then she has this life online in Nader's community where she was being told that. Because on that video from last night, DeeDee disrespects him, and she's calling him that. And he turns around and says to Jennifer, you wouldn't do that, would you? Would you? And she obviously goes, no, on the computer screen, and he goes, yeah, right, and he nods at her. So that's something between you. Look what DeeDee's doing. You wouldn't do that, would you? And she's going, no.
Can I address something that someone said in the audience? Because I have to clarify this, and I'm going to actually prove it to you. Someone said, and I lost them. I don't know where it's at. But they said reaction channels obviously make him famous. I'm going to tell you no, and here's why. He started climbing off the back of Foodie. Okay, that's where he got to where he was. But for at least 3 months, he has remained stagnant at 8830. Okay. Since people have been covering exactly everything he did with the mental health, the CSA, and the abuse, he has lost 140 subs. So 2 things happened. His channel didn't rise, and he lost subs. So no, we're not making him famous. We're bringing awareness, which is stopping people from going to that monster, number 1. Number 2, people are starting to wake up and say, I cannot support this. This is disgusting. This is beyond forgiveness or looking over just to have a laugh. So 2 things have happened. Did not rise, dropped subscribers. I checked his social blade. Okay, it shows it clear as day. So if you hadn't that's why he hates us, y'all. That's why he's going one by one. He started with Monty, then he's fighting with Mo, now Gary, and who knows who else, because he sees this himself. I'm not rising, and I'm losing subs because people are calling out my BS.
Right. I agree.
So I beg to differ.
Hello, ladies and gents.
Hey, Curl.
Hi.
Hi, Curl.
How are you all?
Hanging in there. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, but the video was very disturbing and triggering.
Yeah.
Me personally, I have never been with a person that was abusive to me, but I saw abuse go on with my mother as a small child, and that's just not okay. I am not a fan of D2 at all, but that shouldn't have happened.
Right.
Period. And he hit her so hard that his palm was red.
She's not bothered though, is she?
No.
So she's not bothered by
This
it.
is her
She
norm.
likes
This is
it.
her normal. It's her normal. She hasn't realized that this isn't normal. She's been in my opinion, because Rose Thorne has been calling this out since day one. These people are playing sub-dom games and they are not doing it justice, because this is not how it is in the
Right.
sub-dom world.
Right. They're an
Okay?
absolute mockery of the lifestyle. It's horrible.
I'm going to
Horrible
say it how it is. I'm just
representation.
going to say it. What you fell into, DeeDee, if you're listening, I know you are because you always do. What you fell into is what you think is some sub-dom culture. What you fell into is a circle of asshole men who like to abuse women and call it sub-dom. That's what you
Right.
fell into. You're not in the right category. This is just a disguise. This is a cover-up. Like, let's call it sub-dom, but what we're really going to do is abuse them.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because if you had a real dom, you would not be suffering like this.
No.
Stop
That
calling
was
it that and call it what it is. You're with an abusive jerk of an asshole who's gonna hurt you further, who's gonna take things from you. It's sad because I've seen this happen before. Run, girl. He's calling your place his home. He's gonna take your. I'm gonna stop right now. Give me a second.
She asks to do things. Have you noticed that? She asks him whether she can ring up or whether she wants to speak. I saw a sob-dom couple on Soft White Underbelly recently, and she was the same. And they were talking about contracts. They're married, but I was like, oh, I wonder if she's been watching things like that. I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah,
after
but they
this
had a
happened,
respectable relationship. They really did.
They did.
It was
They were very
really,
happy.
really nice relationship. Like I loved that episode.
Yeah,
It was great.
that was, and they're nothing like that. But maybe she sees that and she's aping what they were showing on
Right.
Soft White
That's what she
Underbelly.
wanted, but that is what they have is nothing like that.
Yeah, and so
like it's complete opposite.
and but what I was trying to say is all this happened in April, and something's happened since. We all know that. That's
Of
definitely
course.
happened. And now he's claimed her, and she's willingly written a contract to be even deeper in this. So don't be worried about DeeDee too much because she likes it, whether she's delusional or not.
I do have a question for Monty though. Is Mike Sh1t's dom or Sh1t's boyfriend / husband?
Dom.
Yeah, Mike is the dom and
Okay.
Yannick is the husband.
Oh, Eunuch is the husband. See, I got confused because I did hear them keep
Eunuch.
saying.
I know that's
Yannick, not eunuch.
Yeah,
Being a eunuch is a completely different thing. Maybe he is a eunuch. I don't know.
He is a eunuch.
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
No, that was good. That was good. I like that. Well done.
And I was just confused on what they were talking about as far as who Mike is. They even said Sh1t's real name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've known that for a while, Shirley. She said it before. But because I think that Sh1t and DeeDee had a scene with DeeDee's old dom stroke boyfriend that's passed away. Well.
Yeah, that's what she was saying, right?
Yeah, she was saying something about.
Was it him?
No,
but I thought it was with Mike that they did the scene.
Yeah, they did it with Mike.
Oh.
Yeah, but Mike wasn't the first one that DeeDee had been messing about.
No, I think DeeDee has had a string of so-called quote-unquote doms in her life. I just feel as if she doesn't understand what a true dominant is and how the interaction should be, because there's a lot of guys out there that say they're doms, but they just aren't.
She's got a type, hasn't she? She's only had one type of man in her life, if you get my drift. So
yeah.
Oh my God. And if I was listening to it in my headphones, and oh my God, like you can hear the thuds so clearly in your headphones of the slap. And I was just, oh my God.
Don't dwell on it, Curl, because tell you something, they aren't. The one who delivered it and the one that received it aren't dwelling on it. They're not bothered. It was a thing. It happens. It happens a lot. It's just
she's used
people...
to it, and she's not going to do anything about it. Because look, I'm sorry, Ginger, because I had just got done listening to them sniping Foodie last night. DeeDee could give 2 fucks.
I've not seen that.
DeeDee could give 2 shits on what it's in the Natty Daddy channel. They did it on the Natty Daddy channel.
All right.
Please.
She could care less.
Siri,
She's covering up for
explain to
him.
me.
What was that?
Hello, is everyone still there?
I am.
I'm here.
Oh.
Yeah, I
What
thought
are
you
you
I'm
were
here.
winning tonight?
Yeah,
Today.
go down in the middle of your sentence area, so we were just waiting for you to come back. I don't know whether you were naturally paused or something.
yeah. Go ahead,
Mm.
Erie.
Oh,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
yeah.
we can hear you now.
Okay. All right. I don't even remember where I was.
Natty Daddy.
The
Last
last night. Yeah.
on the Natty Daddy
last
channel.
night they were on Natty Daddy channel, and they were listening to Chantal's streaming in the dark thing she does. And they're sitting there, and DeeDee's defending Nader and going off on Foodie as per usual. She could care less. She's sitting there laughing at Foodie. She's sitting there giving Nader tips on what to say. So what do you do with that? What do you do with that?
Yeah.
That she did that last night after part 3 came out?
Well, I don't even know if they knew part 3 was out.
No, before, I think, because I just checked it and it was
Yeah,
12
12
hours
hours
ago.
ago. Yeah, 12 hours
okay.
ago, so it was before. So
before.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
And can
But
I?
nonetheless, she knows this happened. She knows she
Right.
got abused.
I just want to know what her reaction is after that coming out. That's what I want to know, is how she's going to respond to that.
Too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what it is. He's going to come up with it's all lies. They put the video together. They edited it so that it made it sound a certain. No, we saw your face. And I don't think DeeDee realizes. Pay a little more attention to that man, because he shows on his facial expressions the gradual rise on I'm about to whoop you, and I'm sorry to put it that way, but that's what it looks like in his eyeballs. You can see it little by little building up to where he's thinking like, how should I hurt her?
That's right. We were talking about that at the beginning of the stream, how he had dead eyes, and then his eyes got bigger, and you could see the whites of his eyes, especially at the top. And his voice pattern changed, and his face changed, and his eyes changed. I saw it, and we all saw it. He amped up a bit because he looked pretty fucked out of his brain at first, and then it just came up on him like heat. So yeah,
there's
the downer wore off.
Physical change in some people's eyes before they snap. In some people's eyes, and they become like black, almost like a black eye.
He had that weird laugh as well, didn't he? That weird cackle.
It was completely weird. How did it go like something like that?
Yeah, it was like
he looked like a horse laughing. Let's be honest. He looked like a damn horse laughing. Like, calm down.
I'm sorry, guys.
Hey, Cole Connections, welcome back.
Have you changed your device, Cole?
Huh?
Did you change your device? Are you on a different device?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Oh, you sound better. That's good.
Thank you. But oh my gosh, like I said, I was listening to it on my headphones. When you listen to it on the headphones, it's totally different than just listening to it on the phone. You can hear the actual like thud of the slap, and I don't care. He should keep his hands to himself. He hit her so hard his palm was red.
And he thought nothing of it. And that was her chance to call the police right then and there, And that was the chance for the person, hey, person on the phone who was recording, why
Right.
didn't you call the police? Because victims sometimes can't. So I would have been calling the police and I would have apologized later when they woke up.
But again, we know that it's going to progress even farther because of the preview from yesterday or whatever. So it's actually worse than what we've seen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do they have any more that's supposed to come out?
Yeah, they have a bunch more that's supposed to come out.
And also now Nader and DeeDee must be thinking, well, we thought we might know what's coming out next, i.e. the I Beg You preview, but it didn't. It was something different. So they might be thinking now, oh, we've been taped a load. Anything could be coming out now. So they're probably just thinking, oh, we'll just go with it and laugh or whatever, or come up with some stuff. That's our private life. That's how we are. That's how we've always been, and not be bothered about it. So with people, sensitive, normal, sensible, respectable people are like, oh my god, this is horrible, but don't be upset by it, because they're not yet. Not yet.
I heard the same thing.
Pardon?
Go ahead. I would not change. I was just saying that I heard the same thing, Camby, that the tapes or the video footage has been sent to the police.
Yes, that's right. Yes, oh yes, Camby, yes, that's right. I heard that too. We haven't got any confirmation of that yet, but I think they probably have been.
Can I ask another question, please? Why? I want to know. Was Jennifer Corvina, was she deliberately trying to set them up, or because why was she recording all their phone calls?
That's what I keep asking. I want to know if she was trying to set them up from the beginning,
Right.
or if she was actually in it and just, fell out of it after. But she was covering her ass just in case. I don't know. That's what I want to know.
There's a little bit of that. I think that she knew Nader tapes people, so she learned from her teacher to tape. She might have a bit more upstairs in her head to, be a bit more protective about herself and tape things. Because Nader says that he tapes stuff. It came out that he tapes stuff. So, and he probably says, yeah, I think it's both, Curl. I think she's into him, but protecting herself.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Jeez.
Somebody who was there that wasn't fazed by it, unless when she was there on the other side of the screen while this was happening what was put out last night, she thought differently, but thought, I'm going to keep talking to them and recording because it's going down. I don't know. That's something that I would do, but that's something I think I would do. I don't know what I'd do in reality, to tell you the truth, honestly.
And I just don't.
Maybe. Sorry.
I don't understand why. Why did Foodie go live and make it about her once again? It was about her. Oh my gosh, she needs to stop. Stay out of
anything else. She can't do anything else, Curl. That's her modus operandi. It's everything's got to refer back to herself. Otherwise, she's not interested in it.
The woman in the car from Ottawa to Montreal is not Jennifer Corvina. That was another woman that unfortunately got doxxed after being friendly to Nader like a month ago. Yeah, so that is not Jennifer K. People were actually saying it was Jessica Messica. Kind of looks similar, but it wasn't. Go ahead, Ari Pepperoni.
I was just going to say that she had plenty of opportunities to do things, like number one, she's got a lot of subscribers. So anyone who's a creator knows that there's different tiers of access that you have to communicating with YouTube, which she has shown when she got booted off her platform that she was in direct communication with them. So why not communicate to them directly what we've all been saying? Hey, I made the mistake of giving this guy a platform and he's doing XYZ now. Why not? Number
think it's
two,
occurred to
take
her?
huh?
Do you think she's thought that in her head? Do you think she's had that thought and dismissed it? Or
I
do you
don't think so, because
her?
Foodie only thinks about herself.
True. There you go. You see,
She only
not
thinks
saying
about
That is
herself.
absolutely true. She only thinks about her.
Number two,
Yeah, because what would she uses him as content as well. So if she got rid of his channel, where would the content with that be?
Oh, she'd still talk about him if he lost his channel.
Right,
Yeah, go on.
but
Erin.
they play off of each other right now.
They do. They very much play off each other.
Right, go on, Erin. Number two.
Taking the video recordings that have now been released and Sam's bar, okay? Right there on the first recording, you have DeeDee admitting that you were too intoxicated. And then also, like, she literally described from A to Z the events of that evening and admitted to also persuading you to drop the charges under the premises that you were mentally unwell. Okay, that's right there. Take it all to the police and say, hey, look, it turned like this is what happened, and I had to say this because I was afraid, and I stupidly wanted to go back to him, but look at what he's doing. And show it. They may not be able to charge him on your behalf, but it could possibly be used for other circumstances. Who knows, right? At least try something.
Erie, let me ask you a question. Could they use these recordings in his situation with May Anderson?
As a form of proving a pattern of behavior. Now
it could be in disclosure, couldn't it?
I don't think so.
Okay. It can't. It probably wouldn't be like, what's the word? I don't know exactly, but there's one that you can. It's supporting evidence.
Admissible. It's not admissible in court, but it'd be part of the disclosure. Maybe.
I would say yes and no.
Exactly.
It
It
all
could be
depends
a-
on the judge, and it could be considered evidence of aggravating factors to his behavior
Character.
and actions. Yeah, character.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking
Right.
the same thing.
Oh, Monty, I have a
Either way,
question.
try something, right?
What a normal thing would be to try to do something about it, but you know.
Well, she said she was going to go to the police, didn't she? But she didn't.
Then she said she's not gonna because she already dropped her charges, so she doesn't want to. That's why it's so ridiculous. She'll go on for a literal 12 hours straight talking about she's going to go to the cops. And then the very next morning, oh no, I'm just going to go to Starbucks. I'm good. No, I'm not going to go. We're going to move on from that and just talk about more of the bullshit. Like,
she could go to the police, though, couldn't she, with evidence and not press charges for herself, but she could do it to help May.
Right.
Or just
she could do all kinds of stuff
evidence
to make this stop, and she won't because she doesn't want it to. She doesn't want it to stop yet. Like, she wants this to continue on and on.
Selfish.
I had a quick question for Monty. Monty, I don't know if you said this in your other on your other channel, but were there other charges for another woman? Did you investigate those other charges yet?
I did. I looked at everything, criminal, penal, and even civil. The only civil was the 2014 thing when he was being evicted because he hung out in his friend's place for far too long and didn't pay rent. Other than that, he only has once again August the 3rd at 9 a.m. So whoever was bringing this stuff up was trying to
get you to not go.
Yeah, exactly. Get me to
like
not
last
go.
time.
Yes, like we didn't know about the court stuff until the last minute. So I did check about 2 hours ago, and they're like, there is nothing, no changes in the date, no additional charges, just the same one charge, 271A for August the 3rd. So whoever started that, you're a piece of shit. We're trying to not have justice be served.
Thank you
Monty,
for clarifying.
Thank
Monty,
you.
I was
Yeah.
curious about that. If the proceedings are held in French, like, I'm not trying to be all up in your business, but would you be able to understand what's going on?
Yeah, I understand French more than I can speak it. So yeah, I'll be able to understand.
Because we're all going to be waiting for the breaking news afterwards. We're going to be waiting with
Oh,
bated breath.
yeah.
Absolutely.
You have to, I know you're
Jessica,
probably going to go on your main channel, but then you have to come here so we can talk about it.
Mhm.
Jersey Girl in chat is saying, you females on the panel keep saying she's not bothered by getting slapped. You can hear the fear and terror in her voice immediately afterwards. Yeah, you can immediately afterwards, but then that it soon dissipates.
Look at her. Look at her current actions.
Some of us
Yeah.
females on this pattern, and then can I say something? I'm sorry, Carl. I got to say
No,
it
go
because
ahead.
that pisses me off. I'm going to be honest.
Go
Some of
ahead.
us females on this fucking panel, homie, have survived DV and have witnessed their sister almost get stabbed to death by an alcoholic, abusive asshole while their toddlers sat in a vehicle in the garage. So miss me the fuck with that.
I know that's right.
Yep.
She is definitely not bothered by it. She isn't. Yeah, when anybody slaps you, you're immediately, it's the shock. Some people might like the shock. I'm not saying she liked it, but I'm saying she accepts it because it's part of the dynamic of her relationship. So there probably was fear and terror in her voice immediately afterwards, but then everything was all right again after that. That's what I think from my
Yeah, it was.
experience about things like that. That
It
wasn't.
was awful to watch.
It
We're not
was.
saying it wasn't awful. That's what you guys, I think people are misconstruing. It was absolutely awful. I've seen that look. I have seen that look. Like, I know that look. I watched that look happen, and I could see it when it was about to happen. Like,
Yeah,
a
he
lot
had
of
those
us have been
crazy
there.
eyes.
He had the eyes. He had the
Mhm.
crazy eyes.
Mhm.
That's the you better shut up or you're going to be sorry. So,
Right.
yeah, trust. Like, I fully understand. We all fully understand the gravity of the situation. We're saying that this is a dynamic that she is been a part of for a very long time. And yes, there's that instant, she was upset, but it seems like it's part of her thing. I'm not saying in theory, allegedly, but
The thing is that while she did react to it and she did have her emotions, and I'm sorry for my outburst, but yes, everyone deals with it differently, right? And
Mhm.
we're all being subjected to having to relive our own personal traumas, okay?
Mhm.
And that's become another issue, right? Because now people within the community themselves, first it was Foodie, now it's through Nader and DeeDee. DeeDee is still sitting there applauding and encouraging. So what do we do with that information too?
and
Right.
still trying to help bring women to him. We can't forget that part.
Right.
Like, she's trying to bring these women into their scenario,
Has
and she's fully aware of what what she's being put through. So
Predatory.
she is a part of the situation. She may be abused, but she is also bringing in new people to be abused.
Mhm.
And that's the hard part to settle with. Like, you want to feel bad for her, but she's also, there's a but, and I don't like there being a but.
Right.
Like, sorry, but for real.
Yeah,
But there
that's
is.
it.
Point that he's bringing in new victims, and some of these victims
Yeah.
have children.
Yes.
Some of these
Yeah, and
victims have
Very
bringing
small
kids
children.
into the whole thing, that is messed up.
sick.
Like, that's a whole other level crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
and I
was
don't want any
real
DV
disturbing.
survivors out there who think that this is how our attitude would be if we saw a film of you being hit. It wouldn't. It would be completely different. But we all can see from what happened and what happened afterwards that this is a different mindset of a woman when she gets hit. And that sounds so bloody harsh. I can't believe it. Now, she might be delusional and not really be in the right place for her, but that's what she wants.
Has
That sounds terrible to say, doesn't it? That sounds terrible.
has Nader
Everyone
responded
needs
to
to,
this?
sorry.
But I'm not saying that other people that have been hit and abused and that feel like that at all. There's no way. I've been in the situation myself. I didn't act like that. I know loads of people that didn't act like that. This is even though she was hurt, she's not bothered.
Right.
Right.
There's a
Has-
cycle to the abuse, and the cycle
Right.
is abuse. Before the abuse, there's tension. Then there's the abuse. Then there's the honeymoon, and then the
Mhm.
honeymoon makes you feel
Yep.
safe. So she's been through the honeymoon too much. But it's fast, right? Like the phases go fast.
Yeah.
Has,
Cycling, isn't
has
it?
he
Rapid cycling.
has Nader responded to this?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
No.
typically he's usually on at this time the last few days, right? Doing the whole breakfast thing, but he
Yeah.
has not been. So no
No, and
community post, no nothing, no natty daddy. So, I wonder what he is gonna say, because this is how he still makes his money. So he's gonna come on sooner or later.
I'm surprised he didn't come on, because usually when this kind of stuff comes out about him, he's raging and having a fit on his channel. And this morning when Monty was live, me and my friend was on the channel watching, and the first thing I said was, "Oh, he's gonna have a conniption fit once he see this."
He might.
No.
I could just
I
imagine
think
his rage.
I think he's gonna come on, and he's gonna be in his very calm Natter voice.
Yes.
And he's gonna sit down and he's gonna talk to us like we're all children, like we're all idiots, and he's gonna be like, you guys don't know they have this thing. It's called computer. And you ever see the movie Avatar? They do the same thing to Nader Elshamy. They make movie, clip together, put voice with video. It's the same, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's why I said I want to know what
Hey,
she's gonna say. Whoa,
I
your
gotta
mic
head
is-
out. The movers are
Oh.
here, but I want to leave
Okay.
and say this. First of all, I want to apologize if I was. Hello?
Hello.
Is that good or no?
Now it
Yes.
is.
Hello?
Yeah.
Gary,
Okay,
you're
can you
good.
hear me now?
Yes,
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay, so I want to leave. I have to leave. But before I leave, first of all, I want to apologize for being loud. I'm just passionate about this. I think it's getting to all of us to a certain extent. And I do want to emphasize the importance of stepping away and taking a break when you need to, because this situation is getting way too heavy. So with that,
Yeah.
I'm going to say bye, and I'll be listening. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Good
Have
luck
a
in your
great day,
move.
Gary.
Yeah,
Bye.
see ya.
Safe
See ya,
travels.
Bye,
Bye.
Ari. Good luck with
Yeah,
the
you
move.
see, that's it, isn't it? It affects all people differently.
It's very
It
heavy.
affects us more than the actual people involved, which is completely alien to us all, I'm sure. It really is.
I
but-
happen to know a lot of us have been through deviant essay just from people saying things in comments and whatnot. And it's very heavy. It can be very triggering. So I agree, if people need a break, it's good to step away and just take that time to yourself and regroup, because it's a lot.
And maybe it was insensitive to me to say that I'm not that bothered because she isn't bothered. I don't know. I didn't mean it. I did mean it, because I'm not that bothered because she isn't bothered.
Right. You
but that
can't be
doesn't
bothered
mean
about it.
that doesn't mean to say that's my attitude with anybody else. It's like my attitude with Chantal isn't my attitude with anybody else. My attitude with DeeDee in this scenario is not what I'd be with anybody else, unless it was the same as the DeeDee scenario. So sorry if I sounded insensitive, but I just think it's important to be honest.
No, I completely get it. And I don't think anybody's wrong in how they feel about this.
Right. Everyone's reaction, that's why it's a panel, right? We don't all have to agree, but I think most of us do. But,
Right.
you know, it is what it is. Like everyone's going to react to this insane situation their own way. You know, like people who've never been through anything like this, I can't even imagine what they see. Like, it's a very disturbing situation to have to watch and know this is people's real lives. As you know, scripted as they try to be, it's their real life. So
yeah, it's real. It's 100% real. This is not a movie. This is not a
it's
real
not a
time.
drama. It's not a telenovela.
This is real life in real time, and you're watching it happen.
Hey, Nerdy Chef.
Are a lot of people worried that
Hi,
Shushu's in danger?
everybody.
Hey, Nerdy Chef.
So, for me personally, I had to cut out for a while because a lot of it was just very much a lot of repeated things until a lot of this stuff started coming back in. And like, I have a lot of concerns about a lot of the things that are going on right now. I think my biggest concern at this point is the fact that I know that we've all been talking about how DeeDee has been kind of like ushering new people in, which
Yeah.
we all seen that coming. But I think the bigger concern for me is the fact that she's ushering these people in, and these people have kids and want to get kids involved in this situation. And then we're going on from just regular, abuse to child abuse at that point, and that is a major red flag for me. I don't know if you guys kind of have that
100%.
connection going on too.
Yes, absolutely.
100%. That's why I said, like, it was one thing with the grooming of the ladies. It's another thing to have kids involved. Him talking to the kid, I just can't even fathom.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing to me. It really is. It's really disturbing. And
yes, it's very scary.
And she was really serious about him to let him talk to her kid. Like, wow. And then he doxed the baby's name. That's crazy.
Either
Like,
she was really serious about him or she wasn't serious as a parent.
exactly. You are so right.
Well, personally, as a parent and personally as someone who has worked with kids that have been in situations like this, there is no way that I would ever let my children around somebody like that. And personally, if I were to see things that were going on like that, that would be something that I would have to report. Like, it's not a, oh, well, it's just a thing, or, oh, well, I'm not, I see what's going on. It's a, no, I have to actually report it. Like, there's no getting out of something like that.
Right.
And the other thing too, and this might go against what some other people feel, but like, I've been following this Sam account, and I understand what they're doing, but I also find it in poor taste of what they're doing.
yeah.
And I don't know if that's just me, but
No,
I mean, this is all
I
very
agree.
Girl, we agree with everything you're saying.
We
Don't worry.
do. We
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, this
We
That's what I
said that.
said.
We brought that up.
It should have all been released at one time. It's not a freaking docudrama. This is that's
But
the
these are
problem.
people's lives. That's
Yeah.
what I'm getting at. These are people's lives. These are people who are going to continue to do it. And it doesn't matter how much damning evidence you drop. They're going to keep doing it. So what the hell are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Hi, y'all. So, big face reveal. Don't mind the noise. I am walking to do my grocery shopping, but I needed to put my 2 cents in. first of all, I haven't been around. I've been in and out of many different sites because it's not turning into a soap opera anymore. It's getting a little too serious and getting into my own personal experiences with my ex, and I'm done. So I need to say first, Monty, I'm sorry to hear about your mom, and I haven't commented or came on or said anything to you, and I apologize for that. Didn't really know how to give condolences because unfortunately I'm on a call, sir. You take care. You enjoy the rest of your day, okay? Thank you very much. I'm on a phone call. You take care of yourself. I don't really know how. I haven't lost anybody very close to me, so I feel uncomfortable, I guess, because I haven't had that experience, so I can't say I know how you feel. I hope that you and your family are getting all the support that you guys need to get through this difficult time. So just take care of yourself. In regards to this situation and what I woke up to, this is ridiculous on all parties. It doesn't matter who is involved at this point in time. I feel lost and distraught that there's nothing to do. There's nobody to call. I want to get a gang together and go get DeeDee and go sit her down for an intervention and be like, dude, you're part of the problem too. You're saying this is okay. So all the other women out there who are in their minds because they have somebody, in their ear saying, no, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. You're going publicly on thousands of platforms and saying this is fine. So all those women that are second guessing themselves, no, this is fine. This is fine. Keep it up. It's okay. Just stay. No. You're making it worse. Then the person who held this video, piss on you, man. Whoever you are recording this BS and not releasing it sooner, not even not releasing it, not taking it somewhere where it needs to go and making coin off of it. Piss off. Piss off you. All you're doing is just trying to get money. Seriously? Really?
Dang right.
Really take it someplace where it needs to go and get DeeDee the help she needs and put that.
Oh, you are so right. You are so
Amen.
right.
And then on him to do that on live stream and then come back and being all condescending crap, which he's gonna do. Fine, do it. You got your time coming, buddy, because all this is being made public. It's okay.
Are you okay, Lady Raven?
No, I'm not. It's not okay. And frankly honest, I don't think any of the reactions should be covering this anymore. It's down. It's dark. It's deep. It's not fun. Turn off the monetization if you're going to cover it, because all it's doing is glorifying DV and SA at this point in time and saying that it's okay. It's not okay. And it's not okay. And it's not okay for DeeDee to sit there and continue taking it either. It's not okay for anybody, whether they're male, female, child, dog, cat, anybody, to have any of their body or person hurt in any way, shape, or form by another person. That's rights going out the window, regardless of who you are. I said my piece. I think everybody should have a good day. I'm dipping out. I'm not supporting this anymore. And since there's nothing I can do about it, I got to dip because I am not in line with this. I like my soap opera. I like that fine. The last week, this is nonsense. Everybody have a good day.
You too,
Don't put time and energy or support into something that is not right. No matter what it is, it's not right.
I agree.
Monty, I wish you all the best and your family all the best too as well. And everybody else, stay safe out there in the crazy world we call 2022 today. And remember, we all got teenagers and they're going to grow up. Take care.
Take care. Bye.
You too, babe.
Thanks, Lady Ravenshaw.
I think that's why it's important for people to absolutely take breaks and step away from the seriousness of the situation. I'm not, against reactors covering it because it does show them who they are. And if you're going to cover it, you absolutely, it's a job. You're covering it. It's your job. So I don't feel like exploiting it. is a good thing, but exploiting it and covering the facts and having opinions about it, you know, it to each their own. To each their own.
Well, doing
And
this
Yeah,
helps to process all of it.
yeah,
You know, I think there's a lot of us who we're too invested to just completely walk away from it. We have to know what's going to happen now.
It's all landed in
You
our laps,
know,
hasn't it? It's
you
landed in
know,
the community's lap.
yeah.
It's landed in the reactors' lap. What do?
This started
Pretend
with
it's not happened.
mukbangs.
You pretend
This
it's not
started with,
happened.
yeah. And
Exactly.
at least these kind of panels and stuff help you. And even, just watching it through a reaction channel, it helps you to process it and deal with it, basically.
can I
yeah,
say
and
something? When I seen this video, and I actually seen it shortly after it came out, because I don't sleep well. I wake up during the night sometimes, and then in the morning I heard Monty talking about it on his other channel, and I really felt like I needed this panel after that. I did. I felt like I
Oh,
needed
yeah.
the support of a panel and a group of people that we all seen what was happening, and we needed, it's like a support system in a way too.
exactly, it's a support system, and I think that I disagree with that reaction channel shouldn't be covering it, because the only reason why I say that is because people like Monty or French Fried Girl or Yaba, whoever it is that you watch, it's like watching it with a friend or watching it with a group of friends, so you feel comfort. I know that if I were to watch Nader or Foodie Beauty alone, like I've tried once or twice to go in there and watch them, and I don't feel safe. I don't feel protected. But I don't know. There's just some kind of comfort in knowing that I'm watching it with my friends versus just watching it directly with them. And if Monty or other people are getting compensated for the time that they put in to create a safe place for us, then I'm perfectly fine with that. I have no problem with that at all.
I
Absolutely.
agree.
Right, yeah.
Hmm.
Because years ago, when it was just the television and it was soaps, and you used to get invested with it, you didn't have anybody to talk to other than the people that you were watching. And it was all made up, it was all scripted. There was an agenda there by the media production company. This is real life. This is real stuff going on real time, and I love the fact of YouTube or the internet at large that we can find like-minded communities. When it first started off, there was forums and things, and then YouTube started up and gave this ability to go do live stream and talk to one another about things and relate and say, I feel like this about it. What do you think? In fact, all these different people from all over the world with
Right.
lots of different backgrounds can give you feedback, and you learn so much, and people learn from you as well. And it's right, it's a community, it is a safe space. It's important to me because I've met some great people. Plus, I'm watching things that interest me on a bizarre level, should we say. But this, I believe we should keep doing it, because then reaction channels, if you just dropped it, people would be saying, oh, you only here for the good times and the money, but when things get hot, you just drop it because you're up in your feels. No, it's good not to be. It's part of life is to be uncomfortable and be confronted with bad shit. Because it makes you feel like you're not alone feeling like that. And also you learn things, and you can also help people along the way.
Yep.
That's just
And
how I feel
and it
about it.
also, sorry,
No,
and
carry
it
on.
also doesn't help too that the fact that the main person that a lot of these reaction channels are talking about are literally talking about the thing that everyone else is talking about in all of the aspects. So, I mean, we're watching this one person, and this one person, this is the only thing that they are talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. It's important. I think reaction channels really do need to step up and cover this right now, because
I agree.
it's important. It's a real life dangerous situation, which doesn't seem to be doing any good whatsoever. The only good that can come out of it is a learning lesson, a learning curve for the rest of us.
And if God forbid something happens to one of those people, This is documented heavily, and you know somebody's going to pay for it.
Mhm.
Because you know, we can only do so much. That person who's in the actual relationship has to also take action or try to seek help, or at least family members surrounding, you know. I mean, I'm sure that this has been reported though by several people on the internet to the police.
Yeah. And also, I'd like to say that it also can answer a few questions. Like, this situation, not just this situation, but the wider scope of the Nader Sh1t blah 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 situation has answered a few questions in my head, because a lot of you know that my aunt was red rummed by in a stabbing incident by a man. Very very similar circumstances to Sh1t, shall we say. And so I was only young at the time, and I didn't know why. My beloved aunt, my mum's sister. And this is sort of answering a few questions. So I'm selfishly getting something from it.
It's not selfishly. It's okay.
Well, it could be
what I
seen
feel
as
like
selfishly.
it's that the Sh1t verse, like Sh1t is the darkness, and she is what forces us to deal with our own shadows, right? And it's shadow work, like, and it's the collective unconscious working together to work on ourselves. We're helping each other to help ourselves. There, that's the easiest way to describe it. All this helps us, and it helps everybody else. So
Yeah, and if you think about it, if it wasn't for the reaction channels, honestly, Chantal would be the puppet master in the whole year with us, the viewing audience. For those of us, you know, a lot of her audience is American, right? So we don't understand how Canadian law works and how different things work. So we wouldn't know, but we've got Monty who has educated us on other things, and people like FFG, you know, we wouldn't have known what the hell Badu was
Right.
or all of these things or Nader and his friends
what a
and
crown is.
yeah, what
Mhm.
kind of neighborhood Gatineau is and all this kind of stuff we would not have known, been able to put all the pieces together had it not been for reaction channels, and we only would have been able to go solely off of what Foodie was telling us. So I'm grateful that there are reaction channels who have been able to shed light on a lot of this.
I agree with you.
So am I. And I'm grateful that Monty is such a sweetie, and he does give a lot of great info. And he makes sure to research and give us the proper info. And that is what I really like about Monty.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate it.
Jeez, man, this is such a hard situation that's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. For those who were just coming in, don't understand what's going on here. Chapter 3 was just revealed from Sam's Bar Lounge that shows that Nader assaulted DeeDee allegedly. Still got to put that there. And it's very the aftermath is hard. It's getting super dark because we thought chapter 2 was dark with the whole cunnilingus thing, but now it's even darker. And then we're gonna see maybe chapter 3 part 2 where she is terrified and telling Nader to stop. So we're in for more darkness overall.
Mhm.
Right.
So it's like really sad that this is happening. But
Regardless of their motive to put it out, it needs to be put out. They need to put it out and let people see for what it really is, and for the evil
Shine a light on it.
person.
And the
Yeah.
sooner
I
the better.
Shine a light on it.
Yes,
I
please
hope
don't drag it out for the sake of people. You know people want to see it, so just let it go. Let it go.
and I hope so much that he lose subs. I hope he lose his channel. I hope all that goes away because he doesn't deserve to be on this platform doing that kind of stuff. at all.
Yeah.
It angers me that he has a platform and he's doing this to people.
Yeah.
Well, if he's still got his both his channels in a week's time, he's not going to lose them ever, really. If he doesn't lose, if it's not gone within a week, I'm not so. Review it and he's gone in 6 months. No, this should be hit on the head, the nail
Right
on
now.
it now. If it's going to be if it's like next week, maybe, but by the end of July, if he's still got a channel, he's never going to lose it. I'm sorry, but that's true. Because usually things like that you pulled off straight away, and there are people that have lost their channels while they've been in the middle of streaming and that, and it's just gone blank, But this is odd. Why they still not lost his channel? I do not have an answer why he's still got a channel. I really do not know, unless the standard is so low in YouTube that you can do anything.
I just don't think it's been reviewed by humans.
Right.
Yeah, it's a bot, isn't it?
You're right.
I think when people report him, it's like
Erie informed me on how to report a channel properly, which is to do it from your PC.
Oh.
Instead of like doing it from your phone, do it from your PC and do the long form.
Okay. I didn't know that because I use my phone for almost everything. So, yeah.
I've reported loads. I really have, and it's a bit disheartening when nothing happens. But why do you think it's just a bot thing that it's not being he's not lost his channel?
Well, that's
I would think so. Yeah, because if there's human review on every report that was out there with all the things he keeps doing, yeah, he would be getting community strikes left, right, and center, doxing people, threatening people.
So I suppose what it happens is you've got to get a human review, you have to lose your channel and make an appeal to get a human review. You can't actually get a human review from something that hasn't been reprimanded. You have to be reprimanded and then appeal it before you get a human review. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that right?
I heard reporting to on Twitter too at YouTube can get their attention.
I was gonna say that.
There's the tag, isn't it? Is it Team YouTube? Yes.
Yeah, the more that Team YouTube on Twitter gets complaints, the more likely they're going to do something. If it's on regular YouTube, nothing ever gets done.
Right. So what's the point in having a report option in the description box, I wonder?
To make you feel better.
Yeah. Well,
really?
if anybody knows
if it's something obvious, maybe they would, but I feel like Chantal's been reported so many times, like I don't even think they care anymore.
Yeah. She's probably got a note on her account saying this is just spam reported all the time. Just let it go through. I can see that happening.
I'm going to say something. This may be an unpopular opinion, but it's been on my mind and my heart. So everyone, just be patient with me. But I feel like nobody, a human hasn't reviewed it because, and again, I apologize. I'm not saying it's right, but it's just the way the world is right now. If it was known that this man of color was out here putting his hands on a white woman and there's video evidence of it,
you're right.
He would be yeeted in half a second.
I didn't even think about that.
Half a second.
Oh my God.
So true.
I didn't even. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yes, you are.
You are right.
Sad but true.
And my question is, I obviously this is not the first time he's done this to her. Why would she continuously like kind of taunt him? Like, you're a coward, you're a coward, you're a coward. She knows what pushes his buttons. So like, why was that continuously going on?
Their dynamic.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, we don't know their dynamic. We don't know what their normal day to day really is like. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but all of it's just not okay.
No, it's not.
But if it's their dynamic, isn't it okay? Just
Well, it's not okay. It's not okay to have on YouTube.
That's
Right.
true, yes.
And it's not okay to bring other people into. If they choose to live that way, that's their choice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that if that's what they want, cool. But it's the whole, like she said, bringing other people into it, people seeing it. None of it is.
It's the children I have a problem with.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Don't bring children in any of this stuff. Leave that lady's children out of it. I don't care how mad you are because she's dropping this information out on you. Leave her kid out of it.
Just the fact what he said to her child should be enough to lose his channel. Even if he was totally baby Jesus himself the rest of the time, it's just that one slip up when he asked those questions to her child.
Mm-hmm.
That is an instant ban in my book.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's just a sad situation. Like, it brought back so many memories when I've seen what happened to my mom. I was a small kid, and I would come home from school, and my mom, she was, my mom was, I'm darker brown, but my mom was really light, so she bruised easy. And when I came home, I saw my mom have 2 black eyes, and she could not see. They were swollen shut, and they were purple. Like, that brings back memories, and it's so cringy. And that's why when I was on Monty's other page, his main channel, I was just like, trigger warning, because this really can bring back some bad stuff that people have been through.
Yes, it can. And that's why I feel a sense of comfort being with people right now. Even though we don't know each other personally, we've all witnessed the same thing.
Exactly. And she even said, DeeDee said, she been through this with her ex, the one that passed away. Like, is this something that she just likes, or does she like this abuse? Right. That's a hard question.
I'm just saying, some people get used to a scenario.
Yes. Don't like saying that. Maybe, possibly.
We'll know when she reacts. There you go. Like, really, we'll know by how she reacts. That's what I want to see, is how she's reacting to this whole thing publicly.
Yeah. Don't ask that question yet. Yeah. I know you have
save that for tomorrow.
Yeah. Or whenever.
Because it's a hard thing to say. Like, you don't know for sure until if she comes on and completely, acts like, no, nothing's wrong, everything's cool, then fine. But they still got to stop bringing other people into it.
Yeah, I agree.
Damn. Oh, I don't know. It's all exhausting, but
heavy stuff here. And And the worst is yet to come.
Right, because more is supposed to be coming out.
Oh, that's a good point. By mermaid, DeeDee might be the type that dissociate easy.
That's very possible.
Yeah, that's possible.
That's a good point, mermaid. I didn't think of that.
Wow.
True. Well, I guess it's time to wrap this up. Sorry to hear about what you're going through, Megan. And so, like I said, everybody, if you need to take a break away from this, then please do. You gotta keep, you gotta keep yourself healthy. You gotta worry about your own mental health. Lydia says, "Can I come on panel tomorrow and shed some light on BDSM and how it does and does not intersect with abuse?" Sure, Lydia J. Tomorrow is fine. If there's anybody who wants any closing thoughts, words, or anything, then please go ahead, and then we'll wrap this up.
I'll just say, before I go, thanks for I'm losing my voice. Thank you for the conversation, guys. It's been very difficult, very hard. It's good to know everybody's different opinions. I say it all the time. If we all had the same opinions, the life would be very boring. But I think we're all basically on the same page when it comes to this, that he should lose his channel or at least be demonetized.
Right.
Yes.
I agree.
On both channels and not
Yeah.
be able to be monetized on another one, because you know how easily things like that get round. So
Exactly.
thank you, Monty, panel, your wonderful chat. Thank you for your insight, and thank you.
Were you gonna say something, Skinny Queen?
I was going to say that I do absolutely stand by that. Reaction channels are very important in this, and it allows all of us to have an opinion and a voice, even if some people don't agree with them. And I want to thank you for your time, putting your time into this, Monty, and thank you for hosting us. And thank you, everyone else.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, I also want to say thank you. Thanks, Monty, and everyone who's here. I love hearing the different opinions. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Like, thank you, Monty, for creating this space for us so that we can come together and speak about it. It's greatly needed for those of us who kind of just like watch this and we don't have any other friends who also watch this as well. Like, we need a group, a place where we can go to kind of express ourselves with people who know what's going on. Because if you try to explain this world to people who aren't inside of it,
it's impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible for them to get it. So yeah, thank you, Monty, and also all the reaction channels who are out there, and we greatly appreciate you. And I refuse to wear the Stephen Harper wig when I play you in the Netflix series, but trust me, it's gonna be good.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, thank you, Monty. Thank you, panel, and thanks everybody. It's a crazy situation, but I'm glad that we have all of this to process it. So thank you. Thank you for giving us space, Monty. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Well, I would like to say, if any of you out there are going through this situation, please, please, please get out. It does not get better. Get out. Protect yourself. And thank you, panel, for having me up here and for your opinions. Thank you, Monty, for allowing us to have this space to speak about our opinions, and it's a safe space for everyone. And also I hope you're doing much better. I know it's hard, but things will get better day by day, and you're in my prayers.
All right, thank you, Curl Connections. Thanks, everybody. Smash that like button for me. And I'm out. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.